Hello guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I was able to upload a new version of my ebook. And this is an ebook. The first version was created in exactly 59 minutes because I told myself, Peter, you got to stop procrastinating and give yourself an hour and finish that darn book. And I was able to do it in 59 minutes, so you can do it. So let me show you the second edition. So what's happening on Amazon is that you can preview what your customers will see when they buy your Kindle book. And the amazing thing about Kindle is that they can really modify the size. They can read it on their phone, their tablet, and their computer. So it's really flexible, and it's not like a PDF document, right? A PDF document, you cannot read that on your phone because you cannot increase the font size, right? So here, this is my cover book. I picked a cover from Amazon. I'm too lazy to create a cover using Canva, but I could in the future. But I like this cover because you have this man whose his head is in the cloud, and the idea behind this cover is that it's really happening in your mind. Okay, like everything is happening in your mind, your beliefs, your values. You got to control your mind before you can control your life. So that's the message of this cover. You got to focus on what is going on, and for a lot of people it's very nebulous. That's why you see the clouds. They don't really understand what's going on in their mind. So you got to clarify what's going on in your mind before you can control it, and therefore you can control your life. So let's move on. So this is the cover. This is subtitle. So when people click, they see the first page, and then they see a little bit about myself. It's the same profile I have on my LinkedIn summary, just so they know me. And then chapter 1, you have to stop doing what hurts you. A lot of people, and I see men do this all the time, women too, but this is a book for men. They keep doing stuff that is hurting them, but they don't know that it's hurting them. I remember a very funny movie by, I forgot his name, a very funny actor. Forgot his name, but he's very funny, and he plays the role of a guru from India, and he published a best-selling book, and the title is "Does it hurt when you do that? Then stop doing that." That's the title of this book. It's so hilarious. So, anyways, I tell people you got to stop doing what hurts you, and basically what people do that hurts them, and they don't know it, is that they criticize other people or society. They do this on Facebook, on LinkedIn all the time. They complain about their employer. They complain about their parents. They complain about everything in society. They blame other people instead of taking responsibility. And finally, they always justify their inaction or their bad habit. Oh, Peter, you don't understand. Smoking is hard. It's hard to stop smoking. It's hard to stop the alcohol. Like all kinds of excuses to that keep them doing the right thing that they know they have to do. Now, I understand in the case of alcoholism or addictions like that, it is hard, physiologically to stop doing that. But you can soften your belief. Instead of saying it's hard to stop drinking, you can say, yeah, it's kind of hard, but I'll make it. You soften your belief, because if you say something like it's hard to stop drinking, then right away your mind is gonna believe that it's hard. Your body is not going to do it because it is hard, right? So you have to rephrase your statements, rephrase your beliefs so that it's a little bit softer. I'm not saying that you should say something like, I'm going to stop drinking in the next 30 days, but you can say, you know what, I'm going to make an effort a little bit at a time. I'm going to drink less. I'm going to create a support system. I'm going to take care of myself more. I might not be able to stop drinking next week, but I'm going to organize my house. I'm going to start to meet new people. I'm going to start to maybe develop a new hobby. Just soften your belief a little bit. Most people who are experiencing problems in life, they just have a belief about themselves, and they hang on to it. Like, even though all the results in their lives show that they're wrong, they just hang on to their belief, and that's why they keep digging themselves into a hole. So anyways, that's just an open parenthesis. Just want to give you some advice. You got to be flexible. And by the way, that's why I created this very visual cover page. Your mind is very flexible. Your body might be very fixed. I'm 5'5", right? I weigh 152 pounds, and I cannot lose 50% of my weight, right? So your body is kind of like fixed, the color of your hair, your weight, your height, that's genetics. But what's going on in your mind is very, very flexible. It's like a cloud. You can change it. So whatever belief you have, you got to understand that it's just a belief. It's not reality. You might say, oh, it's very hard to stop this addiction. That's just a belief. Okay, it's not reality. Okay, so moving on. After you identify the bad things that you have to stop, the 4 things that you have to stop doing in your life, and you really got to watch yourself. People do this unconsciously. These 4 things: they criticize, they complain, they blame, they justify. When I hear people say that, I'm just thinking, okay, this guy's a wimp. Or, to be more charitable, this guy doesn't know what he's doing to himself. He's hurting himself. So you got to stop doing that. So the next chapter, I talk about now you can start doing the right things. Okay, don't try to do the right things while you're doing the wrong things. Like, stop doing the wrong things. That's chapter 1. Chapter 2, start to do the right things. Now, one great piece of advice is from Seneca, who said, little by little does the trick. This is such powerful advice that I learned when I was a kid, that I adopted it right away. It became my modus operandum. I was able to succeed in many fields: chess, tennis, academic performance, calligraphy. All of these achievements I've been able to do because I took it one step at a time. I became the valedictorian of my high school because I realized that, okay, I'm a student. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to study. I'm going to study every day. I'm going to study religiously every day. And that's how I was always the number 1 in most of my courses. And I became the valedictorian of my high school, Jean Mons, after 5 years. That's more than the 4 years that Olympic athletes are training for. It took me 5 years to become the valedictorian of my high school. So I don't want to brag. I just want to tell you that if you do something every single day without fail, you will rise to become one of the top performers in your field. I don't care what your field is. If you practice every single day without fail, like an Olympic athlete, you will rise to become one of the top players. Maybe the number 1 player, maybe the number 2, but definitely you're going to be among the top 5. Okay, I guarantee you that. So memorize this sentence, because it is going to make you a superstar. Little by little does the trick. You could be an Instagram influencer while post something every single day. I mean, it's just a freaking picture. You want to be a number 1 player on social media, on Facebook, post something every day. You want to be a number 1 player on YouTube, post a freaking video every single day. People don't have that discipline. It's very simple. You can post like just a 5-minute video using your smartphone, just 5 minutes every day. Just upload on YouTube. And you're going to be a superstar. So start to do the right things. That's chapter number 2. Chapter number 3, you got to take control of your life. Okay, because you could be doing the right things every day, but you still might not be in control of your life. And the trick is really very simply, just be a man. Don't be a wimp. Okay, take control of your life. Don't be a passenger. A lot of people, they just wait and wait and wait. They don't take control of their lives. Here's a very good example. People watch the news and they become nervous, anxious, because the news says inflation is going to continue. Gas prices might continue to increase because of the stupid Vladimir Putin, who's creating a war in Ukraine. All the stupid things people do, the war in Ukraine, the Federal Reserve messing up the economy, the financial system that is really favoring bankers and not, I mean, everything they do out there that is negative, that is not really good for humanity, it has nothing to do with you. You know what? Because you have control over your life. That's why I'm always laughing when they say, we live in a, we're experiencing a recession. Recession means that, you have to slow down in economic activity, in GDP, for 2 consecutive quarters. I mean, what the hell are you talking about? I have total control over my economy, in the sense that I can triple my income. I just have to, be creative and create 3 times more value. So my personal GDP is gonna double, it's gonna quadruple, it's gonna 10x, because I made that decision, because I'm willing to put in the effort. I could produce 10 more ebooks like this and make 10 times more money. So my productivity has nothing to do with the economy out there with other people. I don't care what other people do. I care about my customers. I care about creating value, and that's what I'm going to do. So people have to stop watching the news and believing what they're saying on the news. We don't live in the same monolithic economy. That's an illusion. You live in your economy, I live in mine. Okay? How much money you make, that's your business. How much money I make is my business. How much value I deliver to my customers and how many customers I have, that's my business. It depends on me. It doesn't depend on the Federal Reserve. It doesn't depend on Bitcoin. It doesn't depend on the stock market or the S&P 500. Forget about that. Okay? I know I'm being very blunt, but so many men, I would say 90%, 95% of people don't understand that they control the economy. You got to start creating value for other people if you want to make more money. That's a principle, first principle. Okay, chapter number 4, rely only on yourself. Not your parents, not your friends, not your best friend, not your Facebook quote-unquote friends, not your LinkedIn connections. It's all about you. Okay, you got to rely on yourself. But first of all, you got to understand, what is a winner? Nobody has ever told you the exact definition of a winner. So let me share with you, this is the definition that my political science professor, Professor Hirschhorn, gave us when I was studying journalism at Concordia University. He said, a winner is someone who understands the social, economic, and political rules of society and in a premeditated manner plays by those rules. A loser, on the other hand, is someone who doesn't understand the social, economic, and political rules of society, and therefore he leaves all outcomes to luck. Most people leave outcomes to luck. They don't understand the social, economic, and political rules. So very simply, I'm going to expand in a future edition, but social means you've got to connect to people. You've got to connect to people. Don't just talk to your Facebook friends. They don't have money. They're not going to help you. Okay, most of them. Maybe 99% of your friends don't have money. They can't help you. So you got to meet new people. Economic, you got to create value. The more value you create, okay, the more money you make. It's really that simple. Political, you got to understand the rules of power, and power is not a bad thing. You've got to have more power. You've got to learn technology, computer software. You got to learn programming, computational thinking, and have power. When you have power, you're going to have more friends. You're going to create more value. But you got to develop a strategy for acquiring more power. Power over yourself and influence and power with other people. I don't recommend power over other people. That's the wrong approach. But share your power with other people so that they can share their power with you. Power comes in many forms, right? Your skills, your talent, your passion, your energy, your public speaking skills, your sales ability. All these are sources of power. So you got to understand the political rules of society. If you have power, people will listen to you. I have power by virtue of my status as a college professor, a business college professor. I can talk to anyone out there because they respect my status as a college professor, right? So in your case, you might have a different kind of power. You might have a large following on Instagram. You might be very good on YouTube. Use your power, okay? Don't be afraid of power. Power is something you got to develop, and then you got to deploy it for your benefit and for the benefit of other people. You notice that I'm speaking a little bit out loud, like a little bit louder right now, because most people don't understand the power of their voice. You have voice. You're not a mute person. You have a voice. So use your voice in a powerful way. Record yourself like what I'm doing right now in a video and use your power. Project the power of your voice on YouTube, on different podcasts, etc. Okay? Don't shy away from power. Develop your power and then use it to your own benefit and to benefit other people. Okay, next chapter. The secrets of success. This is something I learned in my early 20s when I was a university dropout in 1991. I dropped out of McGill University after 2 years of basically flunking all my biology courses. You know, I didn't know what to do. So I began reading self-help books, and the first one was from Brian Tracy, where he taught me the secrets of success. So this is based on his years of experience and research. He was studying the most successful people, and he discovered that, you know, you can summarize their success secrets in this very simple and memorizable acronym. First thing is you got to have a sense of purpose. What is your sense of purpose? Simon Sinek would say find your why, but I would go even more than that, although he's totally right. Develop your sense of purpose. My sense of purpose is to be a teacher, a calligrapher, an artist. I want to develop software programs. My purpose is basically to help humanity to liberate itself from financial bondage. Okay, money is the biggest problem in society right now. Okay, it causes all kinds of wars, all kinds of conflicts, violence. It's just people don't know how to make money. Okay, they just don't know how to make money. So I was telling my brother Joe, very smart and successful investor, Joe, from my research and analysis and meditations, I've concluded that the biggest problem is money. Okay, people don't know how to make money. So my sense of purpose, my mission in life is to help people to learn how to make money, how to create value independently online, and then sell that value to people all over the world. Second thing that's critical to success, effort. Mark Cuban says effort is the only thing you can control. Okay, so you got to make more effort. Doesn't matter how much talent you have, you got to keep making consistent effort. I'm going to go quickly through this, but you can read in the book. Contribution. You got to have this mentality of, how can I add value to other people? Most people on LinkedIn, they don't have that sense of contribution. The first message I get from them is, hey Peter, send me your requirements. We offer the following web services. Who cares? You got to contribute something to me before you ask me to check out your services. Right? So you have to really think about the other person. Don't be selfish, or don't be a prick. Okay, number 4, responsibility. Take 100%, not 90%, not 95%, not 99%, 100% for whatever happens in your life. Whatever results you're getting, you are responsible. Okay, you can make it happen. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's all up to you. Okay. Excellence. Doesn't matter what field you choose, strive to become number 1. Numero uno, that's it. I don't want to be number 2. The number 2 guy is a guy who made as much effort as a number 1, but he ended up number 2. So he's the first of all the losers. Okay, so don't be number 2, be number 1. And the good news is that you can define your area of expertise so narrowly that you can become number 1. Time, manage your time. Don't waste time on Facebook. Don't waste time on YouTube. Like, every minute counts. Okay, you got to decide, every minute counts, and people want to talk to you on the phone. People call me all the time. Hey Peter, can we have a consulting session on the phone for 5 minutes? No. The answer is no, because you're not telling me what am I going to get in those 5 minutes. So the answer is no. So protect your time, because it's worth more than money. When you give away your time, you're never going to get it back ever. Okay, so protect your time. Self-development, and read a book a day, or at least 1 book per week, and talk to people who are smart. Don't talk to your friends on Facebook. They don't know shit. They don't have money. Okay, I know I'm being very insulting, but it's true. Most people on Facebook are just wasting their time. Most of your friends don't have goals. They are quote unquote friends, but really you just have like a maximum of maybe 3 or 4, maximum 5 close friends. Talk to those friends. They care about you and they're going to help you. Most of your friends on Facebook, they're not really friends. Ignore them and don't write to them, and don't start commenting and replying left and right. It's just an illusion. Facebook is just using you and is just eating up your time. Facebook is a huge black hole where people's attention and their talent goes to die. Okay, realize that. Okay, next one. Next chapter, I think. Okay, that was the last chapter. And by the way, what's great about Kindle books is that you can promote your other books. So here, I'm just inviting people to check out my calligraphy ebooks. So there you have it. It's just maybe 20 or 25 pages, but that's my first ebook. And this is my first review of my own Kindle book. So you can see that it's a very powerful tool. If you're older than 25 years of age, you definitely have a Kindle book inside of you. So just communicate with me. I'm going to help you to write your first Kindle book. And like I said, it doesn't matter what the first version is. You can keep improving it all the time, and you can just upload it. It takes a few seconds for Amazon to update your Kindle book, so that future buyers will always get the latest version. So it's not like in the traditional publishing industry where you got to spend like at least 1 year to fine-tune your book. You got to find a publisher, and it's going to take another year for you to be successful. With Amazon, it took me 59 minutes to write the first version, and after that I keep improving it, and it's gonna sell like hotcakes. So anyways, that's the video I had for you today. If you have comments, please send them to me, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends, your family. They're gonna love you for it, and I'll see you in my next video.